today's topic for discussion is a description of a specific plant, that is Holmskioldia sanguinea. This is the member of family Lamiaceae and its common name is cup and saucer plant. Next, this is a plant. It is a small strangling shrub. Stem is branched. It is obtusely quadrangular, four-angled stem. Stem is grey in color and nodes are present. Nodes are annulate. Okay. And root system of the plant is branched and it is a taproot system. Taproot system is there. That means it is a dicot plant. Next, this is the leaf of Holmskioldia sanguinea family Lamiaceae. Leaf is simple because it is having only petiole and lamina, and such leaf is described as simple. Petiole, it is the stalk of the leaf, and how is the shape of the leaf? It is broadly ovate, and color of the leaf is green. When the petiole or the stalk to the leaf is present, such leaf in taxonomy that is described as petiolate leaf. Okay, and phyllotaxy in the Holmskioldia sanguinea plant, it is opposite decussate type of phyllotaxy is present. What is phyllotaxy? Arrangement of the leaves in the plant stem, on the stem or branches, that is phyllotaxy. Okay, opposite decussate phyllotaxy occurs in this plant, and in photograph it has shown that the first pair of opposite leaves is shown in the photograph, and upper pair of opposite leaves is exactly right angle to the lower pair of opposite leaves. Such phyllotaxy is present in this plant and that is described as decussate phyllotaxy. Okay. Margin of the leaf is serrate. A minutely serrate margin is there, and base of the leaf is broad truncate base. Such base shown in the photograph that is described as truncate, it is broad. Okay. Apex of the leaf is acuminate, at the end it is pointed, and at the base of the leaf small leafy structure is not present, stipule is not present. When the stipule is absent in the leaf, that leaf is described as exstipulate leaf. Okay. Texture of the leaf is gland dotted texture. And how is the venation of the leaf? Venation of the leaf is reticulate. Network of veins is present in the leaf. Okay. Venation is reticulate. Again the reticulate venation of leaf. That means it is the plant of dicot. It is the dicot plant. This is phyllotaxy. And inflorescence. Inflorescence in Holmskioldia sanguinea family Lamiaceae. It is terminal thyrsus of lag sign or raceme type of inflorescence. What is thyrsus? Thyrsus means it is a dense panicle. It is a dense panicle type of inflorescence, that is called thyrsus. What is panicle then? A much branched inflorescence. The branches of panicle are often raceme, okay, or sign. Such inflorescence, it is described as terminal thyrsus of lags. Okay. Next. This is the flower of Holmskioldia sanguinea family Lamiaceae. Flower is complete because all the floral units are present in the flower. Such flower is described as complete flower. And at the base of the flower, a bract is present. A small leafy structure is present at the base of the flower, and that is called bract. And bract is present. When the bract is present in the flower, that is described as bracteate flower. Okay. And the shape of the bract is ovate. And pedicel, it is the stalk of the flower which is known as pedicel. Pedicel is present, hence the flower is petiolate. Okay. And it is hairy. Pedicel is hairy, means trichomes are present on the pedicel. Symmetry of the flower. It is moderately symmetrical. Moderately symmetrical means it is a zygomorphic. Zygomorphic flower is there. A symmetrical flower. And sexuality of the flower, it is hermaphrodite flower because it has androecium as well as gynosium are present in the flower. Such flower is described as bisexual or hermaphrodite flower. Position of ovary is superior because the floral units, they are originated from the base of the ovary, therefore it is a superior ovary. Color of the flower shown in the photograph, it is turmeric yellow color. See this flowering twig and beautiful yellow colored flowers are there. Next, this is the calyx of the Genus-Holmskioldia sanguinea plant. Very hard to pronounce this, and the family is Lamiaceae. And calyx is present. Calyx is round or orbicular. That shape is described as orbicular. And shape of the calyx, practically it is saucer shaped. And there are 4 sepals which are united, and these united sepals that has taken a shape of saucer, and their color is yellow colored, and even red colored flowers are present, but we got this yellow colored flower plant from Aurangabad. And the petals, the sepals are fused. When the sepals are fused, that is described as gamosepalous condition. Okay, and estivation, arrangement of the sepal in the flower is valvate estivation. Next, this is the actual flower of the Genus-Holmskioldia sanguinea plant, that is family Lamiaceae. It is 5-lobed flower. It is this type of corolla. It is a typical type of corolla, infundibular form of corolla. It is called as infundibular form of corolla, or it is also called as tubular form of corolla. It is 5-lobed. Okay, color of the flower is turmeric yellow, and all the petals, they are arranged in one whorl, and the petals means the unit of corolla, all the petals together known as corolla. Petals are fused, hence it is gamopetalous. Gamo means fused, united. Petals are united, gamopetalous. Okay, estivation is valvate. Next, this is the androecium of this plant, and it has 4 stamens, and stamen means anther and filament together known as stamen. Filaments are long, protrude out of corolla, that is exerted stamens are there, and they are fused at the basal region with corolla with petals of the flower. Hence these are epipetalous stamen. Stamens are epipetalous. Anther lobe is ovoid. It is white, and the anther lobe is fixed with filament from dorsal side, hence it is dorsifixed. And the anthers are dithecous, 2-celled, and dehiscence. After maturity of the pollen grains in the anther lobe, naturally the anther lobe split open to release the pollen grains, and that split open by longitudinal slit. Therefore, dehiscence of the anther is longitudinal. Next, this is the androecium and gynosium, both the structure shown here. This is a bisexual flower, that is hermaphrodite flower. Next, this is the gynosium. To show you gynosium, here both the structures are shown in the photograph. There are 4 stamens and 1 gynosium. That gynosium consists of ovary, style and stigma. Style here, it is thin, it is long, thin long style. It is in taxonomy described as filiform style, and style is simple. And stigma, the uppermost region stigma, it is bilobed, 2-lobed stigma. Ovary is superior, already I told you. Carpels, if you take the section of ovary, there are 2 carpels. Hence the ovary is bicarpellary. The carpels are united, therefore it is syncarpous. It has to be described as syncarpous. What is placentation? Placentation, that is Placentation means attachment of the ovules to ovary wall, that is placentation. Axile placentation occurs in this plant. Okay. Next, all these are the flowers, fruit. After fertilization, the flowers develop fruits. Here we have shown in the photograph, calyx is there, it persistent calyx, and fruit is developing at the center. And one thing, this is the flower and this is the corolla. What is infundibular form of corolla? It is a funnel shaped corolla. It is a tube which is formed by the fusion of the petals, and this tube like corolla which gradually expanding to form a funnel shaped corolla. The limb may be placed to right angle to the flower axis. All the petals unite to form funnel shaped structure. The corolla tube becomes gradually broad from basal region to top as it resembles a funnel of chemistry lab. Such form of corolla is described as infundibly formed corolla, or it is a funnel shaped corolla. Okay, this is the infundibular form of corolla, definition of infundibular form of corolla. And the fruit of this plant, Genus-Holmskioldia sanguinea family Lamiaceae. The fruit, it is a drupe type of fruit. Subglobose drupe type of fruit occurs in this plant. What is drupe? Drupe is an indehiscent fruit with hard stony endocarp enveloping the seed. Usually it is one-seeded fruit. The fruit is developed from a monocarpellary gynosium with a superior ovary. The pericarp is divided into three distinct parts, that is the outermost exocarp, middle mesocarp, and inner endocarp. The exocarp is fleshy. Such type of fruit that is described as drupe type of fruit in taxonomic language. Okay. And in this plant, subglobose drupe occurs. Okay. Next, thank you very much. Save trees, save earth.